Hello, YouTube divers. This is Water Dive 122, and I want to welcome you all to another episode of Coda of Soda. So today we are going to be reviewing two brand new sodas on this channel. So we are going to be taking a look at two very private soda labels owned by the Cott Company, the Cott Bottling Company, which also has rights, which also owns the rights for RC Cola distribution outside of North America, if I remember correctly. But needless to say, here we go. We are talking about Sam's Cola and Dr. Thunder, both of which were purchased from my local Walmart. So, before you all start jotting down the comments and asking me if these are two supermarket branded sodas, um, I will be honest, I'm not actually sure. I'm pretty sure these guys are not supermarketed sodas, especially Dr. Thunder. Like, Dr. Thunder, you've pretty much heard about on the internet, and if you're a big soda nerd like me, um, then you probably heard of Dr. Thunder. But Sam's Cola might not really ring a bell to you. You might think that it is, the supermarket brand soda for Sam's, the big supermarket, Sam's Club. I believe yeah, Sam's Club. You might think that it is a supermarket brand of that place. However, I think that this is a completely different brand, and the main reason is because, for one thing, these two sodas are owned by the same company, which is the Cott Bottling Company, or the Cott Company. I believe that's right. Anyways, so getting back to the review, let's talk about these two sodas individually. We'll start off with Sam's Cola. So Sam's Cola, this is a really interesting soda, isn't it? So basically, Sam's Cola really reminds me of RC Cola, like that nice balance of sweetness and fizziness. Really something that, Pepsi and Coke, for example, both of those sodas biggest qualities combined into one soda. That's what I really see in RC Cola. And that's really something that I see here in Sam's Cola as well. Sam's Cola is, in my opinion, not really as starch or as, like striking as the flavor for RC Cola is. It's not as good as RC Cola for that matter. But needless to say, Sam's Cola, I mean, for it being a private label, this is a really really solid soda. Um, I do like its flavor a lot. As I said, I do love that RC Cola flavor. Um, Really just that cola flavor in general. The fizziness is again very cola esque. It's very crispy. It's very sharp. It's very like, I don't really know how to describe it. It's just really hard. And the aftertaste is more of a mouth-watery aftertaste. When you get that feeling like you've had something really, really nice, and your mouth begins to water. It's kind of like that. I'm not gonna go into detail because you don't need to know about it. Okay, so now Sam's Cola, fantastic. It's not really up there with one of my favorite sodas, but hey, it's a great soda. Now we're gonna go ahead and talk about Dr. Thunder. So this soda, so basically, Sam's Cola was to RC Cola, to what Dr. Thunder is to Dr. Pepper and or Mr. Pibb. This soda tastes exactly, and I mean exactly, like Dr. Pepper. Even the only difference, Dr. Pepper mainly puts more emphasis on its flavor. This puts more emphasis on its fizziness and aftertaste. The aftertaste in this is huge. Like, it is very strong. The flavor in of its own self, again, I do love that Dr. Pepper flavor. Mr. Pibb also does it pretty well. Um, but yeah, needless to say, this is a really this is a really this soda has a really good flavor. I already talked about the aftertaste. It's very strong. The fizziness is very, very cola-esque, like with Sam's Cola. It's very hard. It's very crisp. It's very sharp. But needless to say, this is a phenomenal soda. Both of these sodas are fantastic. But out of these two sodas, which one do I prefer? While I do love the flavor that Dr. Thunder has, I do love its flavor, I do love its aftertaste, and it has a great level of fizziness too. I just like, I personally like the tasting experience a little bit more in Sam's Cola. So, for that reason, I'm going to have to give the slightest edge to Sam's Cola, mainly because, as I said, I just like the whole flavor experience just a tad bit more. But both of these sodas are fantastic. Um, really great sodas. I mean, these small label sodas are really making a huge impression on me. This is fantastic. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do the taste test. We're gonna start off with Dr. Thunder first. So, cheers. Very nice. And now, Sam's Cola. Cheers. Oh, that's so good. Alright, so with that said, that concludes this edition of Coda of Soda. Thank you so much for watching, my fellow YouTube divers. This is WaterDive 122 signing out, ready to dive into more fun on YouTube. Thanks for watching.